Hey guys, welcome to the Gods Unchained beta with the Professorf. Alright, in today's video, we'll be going over the nature deck that I've been using for the weekend ranked the last 2 weeks. I'll be going over the 2 nature decks that I've used the past 2 weekends, and we'll do some gameplay to explain the moves. So here are the 2 nature decks that I've used. The top one here, that's what I played 2 weeks ago. I finished with 23 wins out of 25. And this second one here, I played it the last weekend, and I finished with 20 wins out of 25. I've been playing the second list more on the ladder, so there's more games played. However, both are pretty similar, and we'll go into details. As mentioned, for the last weekend, I finished with 20 wins here. And in the previous weekend, we finished with 23 wins. The nature list that I use is very similar to FakeMews' list. He's the one that gave me the inspiration for it. The only difference in the list is that I've swapped out the Watchtower Agrador for either the Hunt or Sudden Bloom. So here's the first list that I used. This is the one that went 23 wins. As you can see, it's very similar to FakeMews' list. The deck specializes in the low curve of nature, looking to take advantage early on. We have one 4-mana card, Selena, and then we transition to our strong 5 and 6 mana plays with Avatar of Nature, Brazen Moose, a Guild Enforcer, Jaguar Staff, Giant Pangolin, and the Hunt. My other version of nature runs the exact same list, except instead of the Hunt, we run Sudden Bloom. So for this video, we're going to go with the Hunt version. Let's go ahead and select the deck. And then let's queue up for a match. All right, facing off against War. Usually against War, I go with the Selena Smart God Power, unless I know they're playing Control. In this case, I'm not really sure, so I'm just going to go with Selena Smart here. If they're playing Control, we usually go with the Animal Bond God Power. We are going second, so we're looking for some reactive cards. Finian Fruit Bear is not too good when you're going second against War. Hanging Fruit and Canopy Barrage is pretty good. We're looking for something like a Faith and Blade or Underbrush Boar is really strong. Okay, so that's a good start to respond with Canopy Barrage. It basically negates their bag that they played on the first turn. Perfect. The Underbrush Boar overwhelms that one. Saving our bags here. We're just being careful. We know we want to save one for the Moose, but we might need to do a bag play here, depending on if we want to do Selena Smart with the Hanging Fruit and the Marshwalker. So being conservative with our bag usage there. Okay, yeah, no, we're just going to play the Marshwalker with the Underbrush Boar here, setting us up next turn for possibly bagging into the Moose. 4 mana, he might play a Bruiser and trade here. Okay, Master Tactician, not too worried about that. Perfect draw here with the Faith and Blade. Use our God Power, hit once. All right, the Bruiser with no overkill was not as scary. Let's go ahead and play the Moose first. We do have a bag to play the low-hanging fruit. Opponent loses 6 favor. Your opponent gains 9. Combine both player. So I think we're going to make the opponent lose 6 here. Okay, let's go ahead and bag out a fruit. Clear his board. Okay, we have a favored lead, so we're looking at the options here. All right, got disconnected a little bit, but the opponent played the Orcish Elite. So we're just going to go ahead and play our Fruit Bear. Canopy. We're going to go ahead and buy a front line here. Trying to protect from blitz creatures. All right, we just go face. We could buy the weapon removal. We don't have to play it. We have lethal next turn, so we just buy it and hold it. All right, GG. All right, versus war. We are going first. Versus war, we could either go Animal Bond or Selena's Mark. If we know they are playing the Aggro Slayer, we go with Selena's Mark. If we know they're playing Control, we play with Animal Bond. In this case, I'm not sure, so I'm going to go with Selena's Mark. I'm guessing that they're playing Aggro Slayer. That's why I went with Selena's Mark. If you're absolutely not sure, Animal Bond would be a better choice. All right, so we don't need the hunt yet. Again, we only have one copy of the hunt. We don't need the front line as well. All right, get rid of the hunt. We don't need Selena. Okay, so we are going first. We have a turn one option with Finian Fruitbear. War generally can't do 3 health. The only time they could take out 3 health is if they have the Axelman plus Shield Bear. Shield Bear hasn't been getting much play, so playing 3 health on turn 1 against War is fairly safe. Okay, we could go ahead and activate our Frenzy here. We could actually also equip the Fei-Fang Blade. It's a good use of our mana. There's really no point in playing Selena's Mark there, I think. I'd rather have a Relic ready for the next turn. Because in the next turn, on turn 3, I'm planning to play Celestial Stag. Or maybe Canopy Barrage. So equipping the Relic on turn 2 gives me the option and the flexibility for the following turn. Okay, so does he just trade here? All right, that's fine. All right, so now we can swing here. So we'd actually drop the Stag here. Replace with Rats, increase by 6. I think we just go ahead and choose the last one. Let's see which one we get. I'm at 2, he's at 2. All right, we both got 9 favor. Then we just swing into here and go face. I don't think I want him to get the first bow here. So I'll buy the first bow now. Okay, he doesn't have quite enough for favor yet to purchase. All right, so first we kill his improviser. Then we kill this guy. And then Canopy Barrage. And I think we're good with that. Okay, a 5/4 Hunt Warden. Let's go ahead and play the Stag again. Shuffle the decks. Gain 2 favor for each hand. Let's go ahead and gain 2 favor for each hand. Okay, we can. I think we can heal here. I'm gonna go for the heal. Heal my Stag. That's free. Hit there. I think we just leave it. All right. Let's see what we get from our stag. The porcupine. Let's go ahead and kill the jail beast. And then we could lightning strike our hunt warden here. Why don't you, yeah, let's lightning strike it. All right, GG. Both decks play very similar. And again, the only difference is once you get to 6 mana. And for the most part, we can see that we're playing against war. We can either go Animal Bond or Selena's Mark. Against Magic, you want to go Animal Bond. Versus Nature, usually go with Animal Bond. If it's Deception, I tend to go with Selena's Mark in case they have hidden creatures. And here's one where against Slayer, I went with Selena's Mark. Against Slayer, I went Selena's Mark. Magic Animal Bond. Against Light Animal Bond. Deception, in case it's Hidden Rush, we go with Selena's Mark. Nature Mirror, we go with Animal Bond. Against Death, I go with Animal Bond. And so on. If we were going to make a budget version of this, so let's take out the Chiron. We'll leave some Divine Order cards like Low Hanging Fruit. We'll take out the Pyramid Warden and the Underbrush Boar. Selena, Avatar of Nature. All right, so let's say we take all those out. So if we take out all those cards and stick to Core, Welcome, and Divine Order, so we would go with a list like this for a budget version. What we did was we added in 2 copies of the Minotian Infiltrator, 2 copies of the Skeleton Heavy, 2 copies of the Overgrown Rhino, and 1 copy of the Bale Warden Minotaur. All right, give this deck a try and let me know which versions you prefer. Do you prefer the version with the Hunt, Sudden Bloom, or if you're running the budget version, let me know how it works out for you. Let me know in the comments and take care.